30 years since the finale of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. May 20th, 1996. It was the final episode of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. The episode is called I Done. It was a two-part episode. This is, I would say, not the episode, but the final moments of that episode. Very emotional. One of the most emotional endings to a great sitcom like The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Jeffrey moves back to London to be with his son. The Banks family, they move out to start a new life. Will Smith stays in California to finish his studies. It was just very brilliantly written. Will seeing the house empty. You could tell watching that scene that they weren't acting. Especially when Uncle Phil, before he exits the scene, he fights back tears and tells Will, Sunday. That was real. In my opinion, that was not acting, that was real. And then when I saw behind the scenes of that final episode, this cast was truly a family. They were all in tears. And even before he delivered that line, Uncle Phil, I like the fact that it was put in the script that he wished Jazz all the best. No matter how many times he kicked him out of the house, he still wished him the best. And that is a reminder of why Uncle Phil is one of the greatest TV dads ever. That scene to end it where Carlton with his high-pitched voice, hey, who turned off the lights? And then you see him running off saying, hey, where is everybody? That was great. I love it. Yeah, it's been 30 years. 30 years since that episode concluded, which was originally programmed on NBC. As great as that episode was, the only thing that I wish, because if you look at Will's character throughout the entire 6 seasons, one of the things about his character is that he was a screw up. He constantly needed Uncle Phil to clean up his messes. So I don't know, a part of me wishes that the show would have ended Will maturing in some ways, not screwing up. Because even in the last episode of the show, he didn't have a place to live. Everybody is basically set what they're gonna do with their future, and Will didn't have a place to live, and then Uncle Phil had to help him once again. It's not a big deal, but I just wish there could have been something a little bit more for Will. But regardless, it was a great ending to an amazing, unforgettable show like The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And I still believe to this day that The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is one of the all-time great sitcoms. Much respect to Seinfeld, Frasier, Friends, all shows that I love so dearly. But I feel like The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air definitely deserves more praise as well, because this is one of those shows that it was versatile. It had a little bit of everything. You had sad moments, you had happy moments. You had a little bit of everything, in my opinion. And to this day is my favorite sitcom of all time. I don't think no other sitcom will take Fresh Prince of Bel-Air as my number one in terms of sitcom. I love Seinfeld, I love Frasier, Golden Girls, Cheers. Family Matters. There's so many, all those sitcoms that I just mentioned right now, they're all on my top list. But in terms of favorites, not the best, but in terms of favorite, my number one favorite sitcom of all time will always be The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And even if new shows come, nothing's gonna top The Fresh Prince. Especially the fact that comedy is not like comedy like before, because now we have all this sensitivity with political correctness, etc. So people are playing it safe. They just don't make shows like The Fresh Prince, like Seinfeld. They don't make them like that no more. So it's rare that I do a content about a show, about an anniversary of a show that ended their final episode. But this is the first of many that I'll be doing. And the fact that it has turned 30, yeah, time flies, time flies. God bless reruns, God bless TV networks, etc. Because I fell in love with The Fresh Prince because of reruns. I wasn't old enough to watch it when it was originally programmed, but this is a show that I've studied, I've watched it over and over and over, and I never get tired of it. And it's Monday on top of that. And Mondays, according to research that I've done, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air episodes used to originally premiere on Mondays at 8 p.m. on NBC at the time. So it's Monday, 30-year anniversary of the final episode. And again, is a very emotional last scene. And I can't forget, yes, Jeffrey, that final line that he delivered to Will, because he always used to call Master William. And then when Will stops him, he turns and he gives him a handshake saying, "Goodbye, beat Will." And for some people, that line gets to them. But yeah, I'm gonna stop right there because, again, it's a show that means a lot to me, and it's emotional for me as well. But God bless every single cast member for giving us something to laugh about, giving us something else to think about, giving us something to, like I said, the show is a little bit of everything. So, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, one of the GOATs of TV sitcom. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you guys enjoy this content. Be safe out there, and as always, may God bless each and every one of you. Take care.